On the first day of Rosh Hashana, we'll be learning from Parshas Vayera, Perek Chaf Aleph, the Parsha of Hashem Pakad Sarah Kashama, that Hashem remembers Sarah just as He had promised her when the three angels came and said that Sarah was going to have a child. And here on Rosh Hashana we are told that Hashem remembered Sarah and she fell pregnant with her son Yitzchak. Rashi asks, why is it that this Parsha of Hashem Pakad Sarah is juxtaposed to the previous Parsha of the story of Avimelech, where he took Sarah and Avram eventually davens for Avimelech in order that the plague that had befallen him and his kingdom should be taken away, and subsequently we find that Sarah herself has a child. Says Rashi, we see from here the famous Yesod, the famous rule that that someone who davens for his friend, a person who has a friend who needs a requirement just as he does, and he prays on his friend's behalf, then Hashem sees to it that the person who prayed gets answered first. So too over here, Avram Avinu hadn't had a child, Sarah, Emanuel hadn't had a child, together they hadn't had children for many years, and he prayed for Avimelech in order that the plague which was impeding him from having children should be removed. So Hashem blessed them that first of all they had children immediately after. The Orach Chaim asks a question: is it not so that the three angels that came many months before, had promised Avram Avinu and Sarah that they would have a child, in which case there was a promise that they were going to have a child? It has nothing really to do with the fact that he prayed for Avimelech, and if it does, then it seems to make light of the promise that HaKadosh Baruch Hu had made via his malachim. The Orach Chaim in his second answer tells us an unbelievable yesod, and he says that of course there was a promise that HaKadosh Baruch Hu would provide Avram Avinu and Sarah with a child. However, they needed to do something for it. They needed to do a action, a mitzvah, and Hashem provided them with a mitzvah where the skula of that mitzvah, the omen of that mitzvah, is that they would have a child. And he says often HaKadosh Baruch Hu sends us opportunities to do mitzvahs where the skula of that mitzvah is the thing that he wants to give us, which gives us great inspiration on Rosh Hashana, when we read this on Rosh Hashana for the coming year, to use those opportunities. Every opportunity that comes our way, we should look at it as a window of opportunity. We all pray for many things, we daven for many things, we ask for many things from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and he wants to give them to us. Often he'll send us opportunities to do mitzvahs, to do good deeds, where the skula, the schar, the reward of that mitzvah is that thing that we've been davening for. We should therefore make sure to take up every opportunity in order not to let slip by those great things that are awaiting us on the other side of that great deed.